homes with ease. Thank you, bitches.
When you said wave machine, I thought you was talking about something that could repair that catastrophe you call a hairstyle.
Oh, Buck Nasty, you are so dark. When you touch yourself, it's like black on black crime.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
What you say, like?
Whoa, whoa. Look. Forever stepping is never a question. The pro at this shit niggas playing. They sign with your hoe and off white on my toes, nigga. Shit you can't understand. Like forever stepping, how fashion my weapon, that Glock 43 purple pants. Break a bitch heart and some Valentine ones when I fuck on the friends. Like forever stepping, nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Bitch, I'm stepping, that's 24/7. Nigga reppin' 24/7. How fashion my weapon, that Glock 43 purple pants. Break a bitch heart and some Valentine ones when I fuck on the friends. Yo, Retro G, keep it P like Taraji. In the pyramid where I'm residing. Mouse in the house where these niggas be hiding. Always slipping but never be sliding. I step in, I dress, I'm the best at it. Heard your man on them beans, he a meth at it. Perky dance with a little finesse at it. Looking down on my foot on their necks and I never think twice, nigga, think again. Hit her once and I'm gone, I'm in the wind. When them bitches be biting, I reel them in. Read that hoe with some class, I'm a gentleman. When my pinky out, I'm on tour rocking Union Forest. What the fuck is you talking about? Niggas want the clout, live the life that they dream about, but they sleep on their mama couch. Fuck nigga, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, that's 24/7. Bitch, I'm reppin' 24/7. Hot fashion my weapon, that Glock 43 purple pants. Break a bitch heart and some Valentine ones when I fuck on the friends. Like forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Bitch, I'm stepping, that's 24/7. Nigga reppin' 24/7. Hot fashion my weapon, that Glock 43 purple pants. Break a bitch heart and some Valentine ones when I fuck on my friends. Like one for the money for two different hoes. 3 joints of design, my pocket pre-roll. Toro Bravo, Retro 4 on my toes. Yo, bitch on my pick, left a comment, said goes. Low top my Travis and boosting my status. We the best five, bitch, I'm feeling like Khaled. UNC2s when they drops got the habit. You look at my dust, they say year of the rabbit. Never think twice, nigga, think again. Hit her once and I'm gone, I'm in the wind. Make a bitch walk the plank, tell her sink or swim. Hit that home murder twice, I must like her then. Got her tweaking out. Mama narrow my Jordan 4s. What the fuck is you talking about? Niggas live in doubt. I'm out the fucking out. Rocking shit that I can't pronounce. Fuck nigga, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Nigga stepping, I'm forever stepping. Bitch, I'm stepping, that's 24/7. Nigga reppin' 24/7. How fashion my weapon, that Glock 43 purple pants. Break a bitch heart, it's a Valentine ones when I'm fucking a friend.
Whoa.
Whoa. Shout out to the stepfather, Retro Pharaoh, the one, the only, Cleveland's finest. That's little bro right there. He got some hot fire. Welcome to the Hype Real Podcast. I am your boy, John B., better known as DJ Chill. You might see a different face in the place. We're going to get into all that. We go live every Thursday, 9 p.m., but this time we had to switch it up. You know, that's on me. I had a little business to handle. So the guys were able to bring some backup because they going to need it when I come through with the hot fire. I've got my arch villain, my nemesis, Keenan from Warner Brother Podcast. I got my main man, Kyle from Warner Brother Podcast. I got Ray, better known as 623 AM Art Dealer Entertainment. All those across all platforms. Make sure y'all do y'all thing, like, subscribe, and enjoy, and hit the notify button for everybody because these are all great gentlemen who bring great content, every shape, form, and fashion. What's going on, fellas? How we doing tonight?
Phenomenal.
What up?
Phenomenal. I like it. I love it. So, my arch nemesis, you know, friend by foe, foe by friend, Keenan. Are you ready to bring it tonight? Because you always do, man. And I'm.
When am I not?
That's true. Touche. I'm excited, and I know Ray, you ready? Kyle, you ready? And we're going to get straight into it. I'm not going to waste no more time to get to this because I'm excited. I really want to talk about some things, and I really want to hear what you guys got to talk about it. So let's get to it, all right?
Absolutely.
Be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts, and then you will run a mile. Perfection
is what we all go for, right, in the NBA. So I want everybody to chime in what we got going on, NFL also. I just want to get straight to it. The hot topic of the week is one man and one man only, and it's actually a surprise to me that he is that one man because you don't really see guys like him. Really, oh, you shaking your head already, Cal? Bam Adebayo, aka Mr. Aja Wilson. He dropped 83 points in a real NBA game. Like this wasn't like anything that wasn't like, I don't know how the hell it happened. I mean, all right, so let's get to it. 83 points in the game, single game, against the Wizards, probably the trash can of the league. My question to all of you guys, and I'm gonna start with Kyle because he just shook his head. I really want to know what he's thinking. Does the Bam 83-point game really count as amazing? Is it amazing that he put up 83 points in an NBA game? Kyle, the floor is yours.
Literally speaking, yes, it's amazing. I actually did a solo podcast the other night, Wednesday night, reviewing this game from my vantage point. Let me be clear, I did not watch the first 3 quarters. I saw the fourth quarter. He had 62 going into the fourth in a blowout. And let me be clear here. I'm okay with him playing in a blowout. I think most coaches or more coaches should do that. If you got points, you're in a blowout, and you got the high hand, keep them in. I have no problem with that. What I do have issue with is the intentional fouling to get Bam more points. What I do have a problem with is, giving Bam the ball to have him go full court and like searching and hunting for points. Even that I'm actually kind of okay with. It was more so the intentional fouling and the reviewing of plays and challenging of plays to get him more and more points. It seemed kind of whack from a franchise that's like one of the standards of the league in the Miami Heat. So I was very surprised that. Yeah, I was very surprised that Eric Spoelstra took part in this.
Yes,
It just felt like this exact game could have been done dozens of times. We've seen players have 60 going into the fourth. We've seen Kobe do that. We've seen Klay Thompson do that.
Right.
I'm sure MJ did it. But Bam Adebayo, he's got 62 going into the fourth, which is already crazy. That's already an achievement in itself. I'm okay with him going for 83. If you want to break Kobe's record, by all means. But when you're intentional fouling with like 3 minutes left to get him more and more chances, I don't know. Didn't have the same ring to it. It wasn't as impressive when you add all that to it. Because I feel like, we had a season where Donovan Mitchell had 70, where Joel Embiid had 70, Luka Doncic had 73. They all could have done that same exact thing. The score was probably a little more intact to where they probably couldn't just chase the record. But I don't know. It's impressive nonetheless, but I'm not exactly feeling how he got the record or second place. So, yeah, impressive, but I didn't love it.
And it's not amazing to you in the sense of amazing. All right, Keenan, we gonna keep it Warner Brothers podcast streamlined. What you got for me? Is it amazing? Is it like up to par with the other classic, virtuoso manifesto game, all the greatness of games as far as his 83 points?
You score 83 points in a game, of course you are in rarefied air because it's 83 points in a game. Literally no one ever has done it other than Will, and we didn't see it. It's just been the newspaper, and then you see a paper with 100. So
I don't see it. It don't count.
So like, for anybody in the viewing public who wasn't there watching Wilt, this is the most points anyone's ever seen in an NBA game. So, of course, it's amazing. He got hot in the first, 31 points in the first. I think it's top 5 all time for most points in a quarter. So, through, as Kyle said, through 362 points. So, everything about it is amazing. When you get to the fourth quarter, it makes it go from historically great and memorable and you're praising it to just memorable in a different way, because now we're going to think he broke Kobe's record this way.
He did.
So if he would have had 77 and this happened, I think that people view it differently because of the fact that Kobe's record felt like just such a gold standard. It's one of those things that just sit there like that, just feels like it's up there. And if someone was going to break it, you thought it was going to be KD going nuts, or Dame, he had 13 threes in his 70 point, he gets to 15 or 6, like something like that where it was a spectacle. So to me, counts as amazing. It is amazing achievement. Of course, he'll forever be in the record books, but I have 6 to 10 more memorable performances in the regular season. Clay's 60 and 3/4. Kobe's final game was 60. Clay's 37-point quarter with 13 of 13 out of 9 from 3. Luka on the 73, they won only by 5. He was 25 of 33 in that game and 8 of 13 from 3. So like, and 15 of 16 from the line. So it wasn't like he was just living at the line. And then Jokic and Harden, both 60-point triple-doubles. And that's not even mentioning Booker or Mitchell and guys like those are more memorable to me than this Bam one's going to be, even though it's a great feat.
Okay. Ray, what you got for me?
I agree with Kyle's take. Pretty much 90% of what he said. You know, it was a crazy feat or whatever, but the way it was done, I don't think it's gonna be as memorable. And star power matters. You know, Bam is not like a super household name. It's respected because it's hard to get that many points in the league. People in the league gonna respect him, but it ain't gonna have no like lore to it like Kobe 81 did. Everybody know it. You know what I mean? He looked weird up there with Wilt in the middle of Wilt and Kobe. I don't know why.
Right.
Shout out to Bam. He a dog, but nobody would ever guess that Bam would have been the one to break the record. And the way they did it, I just think that took a little bit of like luster out of it. But off topic, I think I'm one of the people who think Wilt did get 100. Just based on how many times a dude hit 50 and 70 is just like, how could he not playing against who he played against? But yeah, Bam did his thing. I respect it just because it was, you know, we've never seen them type of numbers, them 2K numbers right there. But I don't think it's gonna be as memorable.
Okay. We'll get into the chat before I say what I got to say. Shout out my main man, D. What up, D? He said, yo, what's going on, my guy? The Bam 83 is fraudulent. That fouling at the end from the Heat is nasty work. Nasty work. Prince, what up? My main man said 86 shots. He a garbage can. Jesus
Damn.
Christ. A garbage can. All right, so Bam played 42 minutes. He played 42 minutes. Nobody else played over 30. And the other guy that played over 30 only had 3 shots. Bam shot 7 for 22 from the 3-point line. That's disgusting. He had 43 free throw attempts. 43 free throw attempts is absolutely unheard of. And he went 20 from 43 at the line. So he shot 50% from the field. And he shot less than 40% from the 3-point line. Now, when you line that up with the Mamba, in his 81-point game, in a game that mattered against a good team, I'm going to read these stats to you. He shot 60% from the field for field goals, 21 to 46. He shot 53% from the 3-point line, and he shot 90% from the free throw line. Mind you, he only had 20 free throws. He made 7 to 13 threes. Now, he shot the ball 46 times, but the team he had was, when you talk about a garbage can, he had Lamar Odom, Chris Mim, Kwame Brown, and Smush Parker were the starters, along with Kobe Bryant. So I definitely can't take 83 is 83. You can't take it away from the man. He dropped 83. Nobody else is just dropping 83. But the way he went about it, I can't say that I'm like, can put that up as one of the top tier performances with the 83, but I still got to give it to him. It's absolutely amazing to give 83 points. But the way he went about it, it was ugly. It was so ugly. It wasn't even really fun to watch. Kobe's was in the flow of the game. He just took over. Everybody give me the ball, get out the way. And that right there is good-looking basketball. And everybody loves some good-looking basketball. So we're all in agreement that it wasn't the top performance. It's an amazing feat. Yep. But it's not anything that I'm going to look back and talk about when I get older. Like, man, remember when Bam scored 83? That conversation will never come up.
All the foul shots you watched.
Listen here, man. He practiced a lot of free throws that night.
The fact that Bam on the season outside of this 83 has gone for 32, 31, and 30, and those are his only 3 30-point games.
That's it.
That's the games around it. 21, 83,
right.
And then going backwards, 24, 24, 21, 23.
He only averages 20 points a game, 44% from the field.
His career high before was 41. He said, let me do that times 2. It just makes no sense. And Also, the fact that it's not going to be aesthetically pleasing ever. Like, it's just, like, honestly, if Kareem was to, his highlights was free throws, like, legit, outside of the first quarter, his highlights are just free throws. But, like if Kareem was to get 83 per se, a lot of it would be sky hooks, it'd be layups, it'd be nice footwork. So, as a big, I used him because he's a big.
Okay.
Because if he was to do it, it would be, like, more boring, but not boring at all because Kareem can actually score. But like when guards do it, it's just going to be
the most unstoppable shot
yeah,
in the list hitting.
Yeah, so you're going to see 20.
Embiid dropped 70 without doing all that. Like he got to the line a lot, I'm sure, but he did it without without intentionally fouling down the stretch.
He shot 7 of 22 from the 3-point line. He was chucking it. He had 22 attempts from the 3-point line. You're trying, bro. And it just was ugly. I don't know. It just don't sit well with me.
24 of 41 for Embiid, 1 of 2 from 3, 21 of 23 from the free throw line. This was against the Spurs when Wemby had 33.
That's all mid-range and paint. That's all mid-range and paint.
Nobody expects this again from Bam ever. Never. Again. Never.
No. I'd be shocked if he dropped 50 again.
He's just not that guy. Not
he might not get 40 again, to be quite honest with you. Like there's a chance he doesn't get 40.
He only averages 20.
Y'all seen the clip of Rashad McCants on Tony Allen's pod where he said, I could get 81. I could get Kobe's 81.
Yeah.
He could get Bam's 83. Yeah. He might be able to get Bam's 83.
He can get Bam's
not Kobe's
83 for
81,
sure.
but he might be able to get Bam's 83.
But I just think that it's kind of like it's cheating for Bam because now there's 10 other people who scored 70 points in the game. You got Kobe, Wilt, Luka, David Thompson, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, shout out Cleveland, David Robinson, he didn't do it in Cleveland. Elgin Baylor, Joel Embiid, and Devin Booker. The other guys who scored 60, Nikola Jokic, and that was in a overtime loss. But I can't even. Would you put him in the same tier as Luka?
No.
Would you put him in the same tier as Kobe? Would you put him in the same tier as Wilt? Would you put him in the same tier as Donovan Mitchell?
The closest is Donovan Mitchell, and he's not in his
No
tier.
way, man.
No, I'm saying like out of everybody in that list, the closest guy he is to is Donovan Mitchell.
The closest guy he is to is Devin Booker.
Okay, sure. If you want, you could argue. I mean, they're about the same tier to me. If you want to say Donovan's better, sure, but they're about the same tier. So Devin Booker, yeah, but he's not the same tier as Devin Booker either way. So
there we go.
So it doesn't make a difference. It's Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, doesn't matter. He's not the same tier. So,
all right, let's keep it rolling. So, still gonna talk some NBA. Let's just not talk the cliche NBA. I want to talk NBA on a deeper level. I want to pick y'all brains because we got a lot of parity in football. Not so much in the NBA, but it could be. We're seeing a lot of things starting to switch up. I want to know which NBA team has the best chance of a team turnaround, non-playoff teams, to make the playoffs next year. I know this season isn't over, but there's some teams who are already eliminated from the playoffs. What lower tier team has a chance to flip the switch and be a contender, at least for the playoffs? Not to play in, like you're going to the playoffs. You're 6th seed. Ray, I want to start with you. Who you got? Chat, who you got? Who can flip the switch
for next year?
For next year. Because they can't do it this year. I
for
don't
next
see too
year?
many teams. Next year. What's that team that you can ascend and get out of the basement and actually really be a legit playoff team?
I kind of got it's tough because but I'm gonna pick two right now. I would say Charlotte and Washington. And I know Washington just got blew out or whatever,
They just got
I think it's
83
because they
put up
playing
on
a
about
strategy.
Bam.
Yeah, they playing a strategy game. No, they trying to be sorry. You know, they already sorry, but they trying to be sorrier because the way they set out, let Trae Young, even though he's healthy, they let him sit out. Anthony Davis, we don't know what we're gonna get from him, but they get an off season together. They got young talent. They in the East.
Ooh,
You got 2 star players, Alex Sarr. They got some young talent, so I feel like they're gonna be a sleeper team. Because you can say whatever you want about Trae Young. He know how to show up. He know how to be a star. And the other team is Charlotte. And Charlotte is one of the hotter teams right now. I feel like they finally figuring it out once they, drafted Con Knibble. Once they got him, it seemed like the team started clicking a lot more. Because they've been had talent, but they just could never put it together. But now they're starting to earn respect in the league. People not looking at them like they're a joke no more.
Man.
So I would probably go with those two, for next year to come back stronger and better.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna follow up with that. You took my team. I had a hard time, but the Hornets, if they can get one more piece, they can really mess around and do some damage. Now the chat said New Orleans. I want to pull up New Orleans roster, and I want y'all to kind of chime in and tell me what y'all think about that pick from the chat. The chat said New Orleans. They feel like they might be a team to be reckoned with. I'm not sure. I like what they got.
They
but I don't
always
think-
they tricky. They
Why-
always
why
had
is they
like a
tricky?
good roster to make you think because they always got a good roster on paper, but they never can put it together. When they had Brandon Ingram, they had DeJounte Murray, they had Zion, they had CJ McCollum.
Right.
They had a squad. They've been had a squad for 4 years, and they never can get it right because don't nobody care about basketball down there for real. So it's like, and if your star player you can't really count on them, it's hard to get a rhythm going. It's hard to get your locker room right.
Correct.
So I feel like, yeah, New Orleans is a good pick on paper, but I
I
just
like
don't
that
see
pick.
it, man.
Okay, so we got another one. I'm gonna swing over to you, Keenan. Before you go into your team, I want you to comment on the Jazz. I had a guy in the chat. My main man D says he thinks the Jazz have the best chance to be a turnaround team that are a bottom dweller right now. How do you feel about the Jazz actually converting into a better team?
They have talent now. I mean, Ace Bailey, Keontae George, you have Lauri Markkanen. Walker Kessler will be coming back. So they have young talent and the ability to get better in the draft too. Obviously, we see what they're doing. We did. I mean, they're playing harder now, but they basically were like, yeah, we're going to tank for the draft in that sense. So Utah has the ability to actually become a team where you're like, okay, the Jazz actually could be something. So I like the Jazz. They're not my pick, but I do like the Jazz.
And who is your pick?
My pick is the Indiana Pacers. It's Tyrese Halliburton coming back, Pascal Siakam, Zubac. You could get the number one pick and have AJ DeBonsa, or you could get Darren Peterson. You could get a Cam Boozer to add along with Pascal Siakam, Neesmith, Nembhard.
Not to cut you off. Is that fair, man? Like, are they really like a team that need to be turned around? They kind of went the Boston route. Hey, our dude got injured, but they main dude got injured. They was in the finals.
Okay,
Keenan did pick them.
They don't have their best player.
So here, Kyle, I will say that I did
And
think
they're not
that
turning around. They done. It's over with.
I did think that in this weak Eastern Conference, but looked to be much better after watching Game 1 against OKC. I was like, yeah, this team can get back to the finals. Boy, in the words of Drake, she thought it was gonna be bigger than Trey Songz. Boy, was she wrong. I was dead wrong on that. But next year, I think that they get their whole team back. They have a chance to do that. I think they have that chance. And then I have another team, but I feel I'm going to swing it to Kyle. It's gonna be his team.
What you got, Kyle? Who's going to be that team that goes from cellar dweller to playoff contender?
I actually have a team that Ray mentioned. I do want to comment on the Pelicans. If they're gonna do anything, Zion's got to watch game film and not OnlyFans. So like he's got to scouts.
That's tough. Shots fired.
That's a. I do like the Jazz. The Jazz is a good call out too. But Ray mentioned the Washington Wizards. I think, and this
Y'all
is a
really
big
like
if.
the Wizards?
Yeah, man. If AD
Trae
AD
Young
stays
in
healthy,
street clothes, aka Anthony Davis.
that if AD can give them like 60 games, that pick and roll,
not.
they got shooters. They got real shooters out there. Washington Bullets. Why not? Why not?
Sleeping on Alex Sarr, too,
Washington
man.
blanks.
I like it. I like it.
I don't think they can do it. If Anthony Davis, we keep saying a lot of if. You rely on somebody who hasn't played over 50 games since his probably the third, fourth season, since he played with the Lakers and they won a championship. After that, Kaputski. He was even hurt before then. He was hurt when he got traded to the Lakers, supposedly.
But when healthy,
When healthy, he can be very dominant. But I don't see it happening because he can't. That's why they call him street clothes.
it's true. This is true.
But go ahead.
I mean, that's a valid point. That's a valid point. But if he's healthy, if he say 60 games, say 55 games, Trey has primarily been healthy up until this year. Like Ray said, they
Alex
got
Sarr,
great.
though, Ray. I heard you. Alex Sarr is nice.
Yeah. They got great young talent. They're gonna get another pick this year, so they'll have even more young talent. I don't see why
Trey
not. And
Johnson,
Lord,
Justin
they'll probably sign a couple
Champagnie,
vets
Rob
to go.
Carrington.
Top 3 piece.
Keyshawn
Yeah.
George, yeah.
And
So
they
would-
had
So would
they
you
had a
take
trio of vets
the
before.
Wizards? Oh, it's the Wizards, right? I'm about to call them the Bullets. Over The Pacers?
Oh no.
No.
Pacers are an obvious pick. They were
final
right
team.
there. They were right there, and you know,
Okay.
we
Let's
probably
play-
would have said them. We probably would have said them had Keenan not been here. The fact that Keenan was here, I knew he was going to say the.
Would you
Pacers
take the
for sure.
Pacers? Would you take the Wizards over the Mavericks?
The Mavericks were my other team that I wrote down, and that's the team I thought Kyle was going to, because I was going to say if you have Cooper Flag, you have a state with no income tax, and then you have a pick. You have your own pick this year.
Right.
They're kind of funny enough, though. I would have picked
Kyrie.
them if they still had AD. I like them a lot better when they still had AD with Kyrie, with the other vets they have. I think they still got a long way to go. They'll obviously have like Keenan said, they'll have a high pick. They'll have another impact guy coming in. But it depends on if they surround him with impact vets too. Whereas in the East, I mean, you can go 10 deep legitimately in the West, man, and you know have 40-something wins. In the East, which is by the way getting stronger, I think it's more top heavy. I really do think the Wizards could sneak in there, kind of like the Hornets did this year. I think the Hornets, by the way, since we mentioned the Hornets, I think they're going to cause problems this year in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised to see them put the fear of God in somebody in the second round.
They're
So
not making it to the
Second round?
They're not
They
making it to the
ain't making it to the
playoffs.
second round.
Oh,
They're not making it to the
okay.
playoffs.
A second
they'll get in the playoffs. I stamp it here, playoffs, and then we'll see about the first round. They're going to go to 7 in the first round. We'll say
Who-
that.
who-
after.
Yeah.
Okay,
Depends on who they
chat.
get.
You think they go 7 with Boston?
Chat. Who wins?
the matchup.
Are
Let me
they
see the matchup.
are Hornets or Philadelphia 76ers? We'll just go around table. We'll start with Ray. Hornets,
If Sixers are healthy.
Sixers, easy.
Okay. Hornets.
Right.
Hornets or Atlanta?
Sixers not.
I'm sorry. It's I would Sixers
Just
think the
one
Hornets
word.
are
Atlanta. Hornets or Atlanta?
Hornets.
Hornets.
Healthy
Hornets are-
Sixers I like better, by the way, but
Hornets or Toronto?
they're not healthy right now.
I would actually
Hornets.
take the Hornets.
Hornets.
I don't think Toronto.
Wow.
Toronto hasn't been good against
Hornets
good
or
teams this
Kareem
year.
Abdul Bam Adebayo?
Toss up. I'm gonna go Hornets though. They got better talent.
The Hornets.
I think
or
I might
Orlando?
lean Heat there, only just because Eric Spoelstra is different. and their
Hornets
teams
this
are
year.
Hornets over Orlando. Ray, Hornets over Orlando.
No.
I would without Franz, yes. A fully healthy Orlando, no.
See the chat
Without
chiming
France?
in,
Wait,
like,
wait.
No, so, sorry. Or I would
Philly,
take with
the
Franz,
Sixers,
I would take Orlando.
ATL.
Without Franz, I would.
Nobody's picking the Hornets over Philly, ATL. Maybe, and they even taking the Raptors. So they don't think that the Hornets' game plan is actually real. Let's put them up against the West.
They unproven.
They're very unproven. So would you take the Hornets?
Hottest team
or
in
would
the
you
league
take
right now.
the Mavericks?
Spurs hottest team in the league.
Hornets.
Hornets?
Mavericks
or-
with Kyrie.
Yeah, with Kyrie.
Kyrie ain't playing though. right now.
Mavericks.
But he gonna come back. Hornets or the
Yeah.
Grizzlies?
I thought we
Not
doing
this year.
hypothetical
Not
though.
this year. We're talking
We're
about
doing
this year.
hypothetical.
We're talking about this year, though, right?
We're talking. You're talking about this year, but next year, I don't see them even as that tier team. Well, maybe next year. Who knows? They might grow. But this year, I think I take them. I wouldn't take them over. I don't know if I take them over Dallas. That'd be a good.
I don't
game.
see them being the West team, man. I just don't see it.
They
just
won't.
saying,
just-
They
just
wouldn't
saying
be a
who
West
better
team
team.
1 through 8, other than maybe Phoenix.
Maybe Phoenix.
Maybe
I don't think they'd
Phoenix.
beat
I don't
Phoenix.
even think they'd beat the Clippers because
probably beat
Kawhi is
Portland.
a different animal.
They
Like
beat
they
Portland.
have no answer for that. They could beat the
I-
Warriors and they could beat the Trailblazers, but they are not beating anybody, and they're not beating anybody 1 through 6. They're just
In a
putting-
playoff series, no. In a one-game scenario.
Oh, of course. I mean, they
I
could
mean-
beat every single team in the league in a
In
one-game
one-game
scenario.
scenario.
They
That's
can
just
get.
basketball.
I mean, between Con, Brandon Miller, and LaMelo,
Right.
they can make
Let
23s
me say
in a
this.
game.
Over the last month and a half, though, they are the hottest team in the league. They're
They are.
trending the right way. And the East it's top heavy, but I mean they're vulnerable. So I wouldn't be surprised to see the Hornets sneak into the second round. I'm not saying they're a contender or nothing like
Right.
that, but I think they're the hottest team in the league at the right time. And we've seen in recent NBA memory that that could be a recipe for an upset. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them sneak
They
in.
would be contender adjacent if they're one of the final 4 teams, correct? Though.
Yes,
Or
they're
no?
10th right now. So they'd
Well,
be
no, I'm just saying
playing.
because in Kyle's scenario, they get to the second round, which means they're one of the final 4 teams in the East, which means they'd be contender adjacent. Unless you're telling me they're going to get swept.
They're
by
going to get
that
swept
next
by
game.
Detroit if they come in last.
They could play with Detroit.
Okay,
for
let's.
sure.
How?
They
How they?
Detroit ain't
come
got a
on,
second score,
man.
bro.
Detroit is
Detroit
too
ain't got a
physical
second
for
score.
Charlotte.
Yeah, they too physical for them. man.
Charlotte brought the dog out of them. Charlotte's the one who was brawling them. They brought out Beef Stew off the bench.
I don't.
They want that matchup.
Ice bag.
Charlotte wants that matchup. Y'all making me sound like a Charlotte homer over
You
here.
sound like a Charlotte.
Sound like
homer,
2005 Mike Jordan is what you sound
Man.
like picking Adam Morrison.
Go ahead, Kwame Brown.
It's a Bobcat.
Okay.
Larry Johnson fan over here, some shit.
All right, so we're going to keep it moving. We're going to get into this NFL. It's been crazy in the NFL what's been going on. I'm actually excited. More so just, me being a homer, the Browns, they've made some quiet moves, but it's just been some major moves out here. I want to know, one or the other, and I also want to know for the chat, what's the worst free agency move that was made, and what's the best free agency move that was made in the NFL? I want you to pick one player or a group of player for a team. I really would like just one player for each. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna jump in with Kyle. Kyle, best move, worst move for a team. It don't have to be the same team in the NFL free agency. It has to be a free agent that was picked up, or it could be a trade.
I'm gonna say the worst move was Malik Willis.
Wow.
I think that's
That's
got
the
real
worst
questions.
move.
I think it's got real questions behind it. Let me give you this.
Go ahead.
Kurt Warner put out a tweet before free agency, and he said without screen passes and without quick passes, over the last however long he's been a Green Bay Packer, I think it's 2 seasons, Malik Willis only has 28 true dropbacks. Like dropping back, passing, throwing downfield, it's only 10 QB off 28 dropbacks. I think that's a risk. So I think that's the worst. The best, the one that caught my eye the most, obviously people are going to talk about Trey Hendrickson going to the Ravens. I really like, it's sneaky. I like the ETN to the Saints. I really like that move. And I think Mike Evans to the 49ers could be good, but if they're freaking electromagnet field, whatever it is that be taking people's
He's not gonna
ligaments.
make it, man.
Yeah, he might not make it 2 games. But in theory, I like that move. But I really like the ETN move to New Orleans. I like that one.
Chat chimed in. They said that. So I want to know, Prince, son of a king, Murray to the Vikings. Do you think that's the worst move or the best move? I need you to elaborate on that. Ray, I'm gonna swing it over to you. Who you got? Worst move, best move for player or for a combination of players? But if you're gonna pick a combination of players, they gotta be all on the same team.
Okay. Well, it's a perfect segue because I was one of the people who picked Kyler Murray going to the Vikings. So I'm going to go with that's one of the best for me personally. And the reason I think it is because it's always NFL is always ready for a good comeback story like that. People kind of wrote him off. He's this, he's that. He whined too much. He don't study. But you put him in a good situation like the Vikings, and I feel like he could easily have everybody forget everything they said. All it takes is one good season because they didn't have some great seasons with some quarterbacks that's not as talented as him. So I think he gonna come in and he in a tough division. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like he can win a lot of those games and gain some respect. So I'll also go with the best for me as a sleeper is what's his name? That went to the Packers. I forgot his name.
Quay Walker?
From the Colts.
Quay Walker or
From
Zaire
the Colts.
Franklin? Zaire Franklin.
Zaire Franklin. I feel like Zaire Franklin is gonna make Michael Parsons do his thing. That's gonna be a sleeper pick, I think. And for the worst for me, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say Daniel Jones just because I don't know if he ever gonna return to form.
Wow.
It was kind of like they
Shots
did him a
fired,
favor.
Daniel
Like
Jones.
it was kind of like they did him a favor. Like, oh, you kind of, we respect you, we're gonna take care of you, but I don't know if he'll ever return to form.
Right.
And also the worst, I just don't trust Tua to Atlanta. I don't know, man. I feel like he's had too many concussions.
Coach Kevin
Facial
Blood
flashes
short,
with
left-handed Hawaiian quarterbacks.
Yep. I feel like Coach Kevin gonna make him look good in a few games, but that just got bad written all over it, man. I feel like he one injury away from being out the league. So
Okay, one concussion.
yeah.
All right, Keenan. Worst and
Hold on.
best free agency move.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
I love how Ray said Kyler Murray because literally just last week Ray said Kyler should go to the MLB. So
He did.
I love
He said he
I
needs
love
to
the
go to
Kyler Murray
baseball.
take.
He said he needs to go to baseball.
He there now.
He said he
He there now. I'm going based off what
opinion
he
is
signed the
needs to
dotted
go to
line.
baseball.
I still feel that way.
Fair enough.
So
Go
so
ahead,
I
Kenan.
got two moves for best, and they're going to kind of be more under the radar moves, but I think they're great moves.
Okay.
I love Braden Smith going to the Texans. They needed offensive line help. You get a nice right tackle there. They got him on a $13.5 million guaranteed, so he played well in Indy. I think he could actually do really well blocking for CJ, and that's one of their two needs, really. Like, offensive line has been one, and then just continuing to get healthy at the skill position. So I like that a lot. And then I like a lot Reek Woolen to the Eagles, 1 year, 15 mil. I think
Under the radar.
I think that they just snuck in, and you're like, oh, wait, you're going to see week 6. You're going to be like, how did they get them? Or when did they even get him? So, like, you're just going to think, like, the Eagles always do these moves. They have their big splashes, and then they'll have these secondary moves where it's like, when did they get him? I don't even remember it because you're going to think of Max Crosby. So I really like both of those.
Okay.
And then the worst move, I don't think there's been too many terrible moves so far. I think that some of these need to play out. I don't love Bradley Chubb to the Bills. Like,
Really?
I think that, and it's because I think that they just are continuing to get pass rushers past their prime to be pass rushers in their prime. So it was Von Miller. Obviously, Von Miller, when healthy, was actually good for them. And then early on, and then Von Miller became obviously older and older. Then they go with Joey Bosa, and it was kind of the same thing. When healthy, he was fine. And then Bradley Chubb, he had 8.5 sacks last year, coming off of an ACL the year prior to that. Like, I think he's just past his elite status. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but like he could prove me wrong, because like the NFL is always that 1 year of like, oh, snap back. Maybe the second year after that injury he comes back, but I feel like they just continuously are going on the same route, and it hasn't been too successful for them, so I don't like that move really.
Okay, with me, I'm going to start off what I think is the best move, and it's a collective for me. That's why I said we can do a collective. I'm going to read off some names. They're actually some household names to a lot of people who are NFL fans. Eric Stokes. Quay Walker. Okay. Quiet Pay, defensive tackle. Nakobe Dean. Okay. I'm going to keep going. There's one more. Where's he at? And Tyler Linderbaum. These are all guys that went to the Raiders. The Raiders are retooling, bro. Like, they are really trying. And even with the whole debacle of the Max Crosby trade, even if he didn't get traded, if he comes back and he is 90% of who he was, they're gonna be Wu-Tang Clan, nothing to fuck with, because they are retooling. The Kobe Dean and what was the other, Quay Walker, were the two linebackers. They played together on Georgia when they were winning national titles. Them two together, they were amazing and excellent. So they know how to play together. They got people say the second best center in the league. Decide to go there. He doesn't go there unless he really believes that they're going to actually be able to build around that team. They got the first overall pick. They got cap space. They got Geno. And I think that's one of the best.
Hey, let's bring Geno back.
Oh, that was disgusting.
It's more
What you doing if you're the Raiders?
You gotta take the quarterback. Either that or you trade
Mendoza's
him for
got to be there.
He's got to be number one. That's why they're retooling. They can build around a young guy and see what happens. But I say they go pick up like a Kirk Cousins. He needs a mentor. Has Kirk Cousins been picked up yet?
To my knowledge, no.
Pick him up. Bring him in there. Teach the kid how to finish being a professional quarterback. Kirk Cousins did have a hot route of a hot the string of seasons where he just looked unbelievable. And he knows how to get paid, so I will want him in there.
He's like, keep franchising tagging me, guys. I will take this money.
All the money.
I'll take all this guaranteed money.
To me, I got two worse moves. I really don't think Kyler Murray is going to fit in with the Vikings. I don't think it's going to work out on paper and for splash headlines. It sounds absolutely amazing. Oh, Kyler Murray to the Vikings. My inner circle he's a real big Kyler Murray fan. Loves the guy. I don't think that he is going to be able to pick up on that system, because it is a very complex system. It is not just a run and gun system, and he doesn't like to study. He doesn't like to put in the tape work, and he might be a little undersized because they have one of the taller lines in the NFL. And I had one other move that I really wasn't feeling, and I didn't understand it, but I can understand kind of why they did it. and it was picking up putting George Pickens on the franchise tag. Why not just sign the guy? Just go ahead, sign him, get it out the way. You want to keep him. You're paying him God knows how much on this franchise tag now. And you got so many other holes that it's just not going to make you even a playoff contender. Not even a playoff contender. You won't make the deep run that you're trying to make. You'll be doing what you do. You'll go first round, exit, second round at the best. Let's get into the chat. They're going crazy. My main man D said the best is DJ Moore and Kenneth Walker. The worst is Geno Smith. I agree. Geno Smith, how did they trick them into taking him back? Hey, look what we got.
You want to go back home.
You want to go back to the Jets, buddy? We can hook you up. Like, I don't understand how they tricked the Jets into taking Geno Smith. They could have went and got Kirk Cousins for all that. But they just taking bum quarterbacks. My main man, Soldier Man, what's going on, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. He said the Max Crosby trade was the best, just because it failed. Crosby on the Ravens would have been scary for the division. What up, y'all? Matt, I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed when they got Max Crosby on the Ravens.
Man, me too.
I'm like, that's not fair, man. But they did trade.
Ravens always getting somebody.
But on the heels of that, do you think that he's going to stay on the Raiders now? And I appreciate the comment, Soldier Man. Appreciate you, bro, for pulling up. Is Max Crosby a Raider for life? He was sad when he left. Is he going to stay there forever? Is he going to go ahead and ride out? And I also don't like the Trey Hendrickson to the Ravens. I think that was they just grabbing anybody. Trey Hendrickson was not good last year at all. He went from leading the league in sacks to barely even playing. I think he's over the hill. He's 31 years old, and they gave him 4 years, $112 million. That's putting a Band-Aid over a slit throat when the Ravens defense was bottom 20 in the league. You like that one, Cal? Band-Aid over a slit throat? They're bleeding out, bro. They are. It's not working. So I don't know. Is Max Crosby a Raider this season? I'll lead into that.
I don't think so. I think he gets traded.
Depends.
It all kind of like messed up their cap too, him coming back, because they made free agent signings after they traded him.
They did.
So I don't really know what's going to happen there. It makes sense to trade him. He's your most valuable asset, and you're trying to rebuild. But we've seen situations where that works out in the NFL. Like you're a 3-1, 4-0 start from like turning around your franchise realistically. You stack up those early wins, however you do it. Doesn't matter if your team's good or bad. You can find your way into the playoffs, or at least to be a competing team towards the playoffs. So they're kind of without the cap situation. They could kind of be fine probably if they kept them, and fine if they traded them. It's probably better off for them to trade them, though, I would think.
Okay.
I think it depends on.
Want to chime in. Go ahead.
It depends on what they're gonna get for him. So like they obviously were gonna get 2 1s. They definitely want a first, and I can't see them going lower than like a first and a second, or maybe a first and a third.
Right.
And it just really depends on, okay, are they willing to say maybe a second and a third for Max Crosby after the whole physical thing? Because I don't think teams are going to just be willing to give up a first-round pick unless you're a team, say, I'm just saying this team because they're close to the bottom, like the Patriots who have the 31st pick. So that feels close to a second-round pick, so maybe you give up that kind of first. But a team that's around the 15th to 20th, that's a high pick. So it's hard to just part ways with that pick, especially if you're adding more there. So I think it's going to be difficult, and depends how much the Raiders want to get rid of him. If they want to keep him because he's really good and don't want to get anything less than value, sure, because he could play well this year. But at the same time, he doesn't fully fit the timeline of what this team is unless Mendoza comes out and he just instantly becomes a star-level quarterback.
Right. Somebody made a good thought process, a good comment in the chat. What up, E? Thanks for pulling up. He said, it's kind of hard to keep a player that you literally already let go. Think about it. It's like you go to work and your job's like, yeah, we're going to have to let you go, bro. It's not working out. They let you go. You go home. You start looking for other jobs. 2 days later, like, you know what? We decided we want to keep you. So come on back. Are you really going to walk in there and be like, no harm, no foul, don't worry about it? Are you gonna be like, get me out? I'm looking for something else. I need to move because y'all want to move off of me. Y'all showed y'all wanted to move off of me. Y'all need to get me rolling. Transfer me to another store or something. Get me up out of here. I need to go.
Unless you can try to spin it and be like, hey, we weren't trying. We got 2 first-round picks for it, and it's just because we wanted to put you in the best situation to succeed because we didn't feel like we could do that for you. We were looking out for your future, not our future.
Bullshit.
if I'm in PR, that's how I'm spinning
I'm
it.
definitely spinning it like
we
that.
were looking out for your future. We're gonna send you to a perennial MVP candidate in a great organization. We were looking out for you.
Okay. We're gonna get rolling. Ray, anything to add? Max Crosby, is he gonna finish and as a Raider this season?
This season, definitely, yeah.
He's not going nowhere this season.
I don't think so. He seemed pretty happy to go back to me. You know, he didn't seem like pissed off. You know what I mean?
I get it. It's going to be fun to see, but I love the parody, and we're just going to keep an eye on the situation. All right, let's keep it moving. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Are you not entertained? Is where we come up and we've been doing a segment where we've been going to all the regions and separating them into a quadrant. We got the East Coast, we knocked that out. We got the South, we did West Coast last week, and this week we're going with the almighty Midwest music scene. So chat, I want you guys to give me your top 3 albums, only 3. You can give me an honorable mention because it's going to be difficult. Top 3 albums from the Midwest. Now, the terms and conditions and that have to go along with these picks is they have to be Midwest. They can't be born in the Midwest and then be claiming the West Coast because they moved there when they was 8, because that don't count. They got to be thoroughbred Midwest artists that's claiming the West, die for the Midwest, and will live for the Midwest. They can be any genre. They can be rock, they can be pop, they can be R&B, they can be hip hop, they can be old school, they can be new school. I just need 3 of them. I want to go to my music savant man myself. Ray, 6:23 a.m. We're going to go round robin. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Everybody, there's no particular order. If you want to say this is your number 1 or number 2 or number 3, then we can go ahead and go for it. But give me one album that is your top 3 Midwest albums of all time.
My 3 is I went with Common B.
That's
Common B.
That's a great one.
Yeah, that's my 3.
Great one.
That's one of the few perfect albums to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like every song, you know, when it came out to now, I could listen to it, the beats, everything, man. And to be honest, everybody know Kanye probably one of my favorite artists, but he the person I kicked off because this album is just perfect, man. Just seriously.
Good album. It's just solid.
Great
I
album.
didn't give it a heavy listen like I should because I'm not gonna sit here in front. I like Common, but I was never the biggest Common fan. And I love this segment because it makes me go back and listen again with an open mind to things that I might have missed.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that. I like Common, but I never really gave the whole album a rundown, and now I will. All right, we're gonna swing it
Kanye
up.
produced
I
too.
believe it. It's probably fire. You know that's my guy.
Kanye blacked out on that album.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cal, give me one album, Midwest, only Midwest. Who you got?
I'm gonna give y'all a surprise one. All right, it's gonna be "Recovery" by Eminem. This is
Recovery by
probably
Eminem.
What?
yeah.
You went Eminem? What?
Especially that album.
alive.
So
Greatest
my
rapper
thing with
alive.
Eminem, I kind of like his first 2 albums. Like I like Slim Shady Eminem, but what I like about this album, he went over beats he normally wouldn't. Like he actually went over dope beats on this album, and he blacked out. We all know M can rap, so this isn't his typical sounding Eminem album. It don't really have as many annoying tracks. This is the most for me.
Watch the Eminem slander around here.
Hey, no Eminem slander over here. Shouts to Eminem. Shouts to Eminem. Shouts to Detroit too, by the way. But
Okay. Oh,
no, I think this is a great album. Like I said, he expanded his producers on this album, and go give it a listen. Like it's
I love
different
that
than your
album.
typical
Great album.
Eminem album. It's got some joints on there. I love it. I go back to it every once in a while just to make sure I still actually like it because it came out when I was 18. And I'm like, all right, let me see if it still holds up for me. Every time I go back to it, I enjoy it much more than everything else that came after.
Oh my God, the Eminem song is ridiculous.
Is that the one with "Drop the World" on there?
That was a single. So "No Love" is the one with Lil Wayne on there.
Yeah, "No Love's" on there.
Oh, okay.
No Love.
Yeah, I like "Drop the World."
Not
There's
afraid.
a joint with there's a joint with that Kobe guy. His name's Kobe. He features with Fab a lot. It's called "Talking to Myself."
Yeah.
That's a dope. It's like it's more of an East Coast sounding album, to be honest with you. Maybe that's why I like it. But it's just not your typical Eminem. Granted, he does have a song called "White Trash Parties" on there, which I don't fuck with.
He
but
does have
it's
"Love
not
the
your
Way You
typical-
Lie" on there.
He does have "Love the Way You Lie." He's got his pop.
That's that
It's-
album.
Did you say "Fire"?
Yeah.
Fire.
It's gonna
He don't even believe it.
Fire, bro. I played that shit heavy, man. Good album. Thank you.
The Recovery is a very good album.
Good, yeah, good album. Good album.
I just want to give M some shine.
Eminem's
I want to
fire.
give M some
That's
shine.
fair.
Whether it was
Kyle,
that or it was
bro.
a Slim Shady LP.
I'm
I'd give them some
shocked.
shine.
I was not expecting Eminem
Thank you
to be
for
within
being
your grade.
honest.
I really was. I was very shocked.
Keenan, give me one Midwest. What you got, man? I'm tired of all this.
I'm gonna get it out of the way, and I know Kyle pre-show said this is a cheat, and I'm just doing one of them.
Okay.
Thriller. I can't. It's just it's Michael Jackson.
That ain't no cheat.
It is what it is. It is what
He's
it
from
is.
Gary. He's from Gary.
He's
So,
deep in
like-
Gary.
Like, I don't really need to say anything else. Like, it's Michael Jackson Thriller. Like, that's it. We all know it.
We all know it.
love it. It's one of the greatest albums to ever live, and we all know it. There's just not much to say about it. We don't have to go through the track list.
We don't.
It's Michael Jackson
Your
Thriller.
favorite track?
It's Michael Jackson Thriller. If you don't know, now you
Yeah.
know. We keep
What
it
is-
moving. Keep it moving. What you saying? What you got to say before I go?
Probably
drop,
Pretty Young Thing.
drop some hits on you. Pretty Young Thing.
Kyle, that's my favorite
PYT.
song. Yeah, Pretty Young Thing, probably
That's
my
a good
favorite.
song. That's a good song. All right. I'm gonna get into the chat. Before I go to mine, I love the chat. Somebody said one of theirs is Twister, Kamikaze. I don't know as far as a whole album, but it has some dope tracks. That's just my opinion. I'm not hating. Okay, my main man Twist pulled up. He said, "Man on the Moon is a global, all-time album. Cuddy Rich goes through three generations of gangsterism. 3 generations. All right. If you know, you know.
Shouts to
All
Cuddy.
right. So this isn't in no order. One of my favorite Midwest albums of all time. I had to go homegrown here, and it's not the homegrown that everybody would think, but this one right here in the '90s took over the world and they didn't even know it.
I already know it.
Bone Thugs.
Let's go.
Let's go. Come on, man. And this is
Perfect
the only album that everybody loved and nobody knew the words. Nobody knew what they were saying, but it was so dope it didn't matter. Thuggish Ruggish Bone, First of the Month. Come on, man. These were some
Buddha
cats from
Lovers.
Cleveland. Come on, man. It was a solid album. They were one of the, and they repped the city hard. Everybody was their cousin in Cleveland. I'm telling you, if you came to Cleveland, Bone Thugs was
Facts.
hot. Everybody was Bone's cousin. Everybody. So this right here was just an album that you could put on to this day, and it's gonna go hard. It's gonna go hard. The beats,
Influence too.
the West Coast, because there's a lot of West Coast tracks on there, and they beat so hard in the trunk. It's a summertime album, whether you believe it or not, and it's just, to me, it's an all around great album. I really love Bone Thugs and Harmony, just because not from Cleveland, but because they came with their own style, with the rhythm, also with the tongue twisting. Shout out my main man Twister.
There was Migos before Migos.
Bone was Midwest and still have major West Coast and Mexican influences. I agree.
Mexico.
I agree. All right, we're going to swing it back to you, Ray. Give me another album, Midwest. What you got?
I got Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon. It was hard to pick
Just
between
a
1 and 2,
man on
but
the moon.
Slept on.
I bought that album when it came out. I had the mixtape. Kid named Cudi. He's from Cleveland. He's from a notable area, Shaker. We all know, know. And he changed the game. He influenced probably the whole blog era. Everybody wanted to do the experimental thing, the melodies, everything. It's a perfect album. I'm glad he listened to himself. He ain't let Kanye or nobody else influence the album too much. He did what he did, you know, and he opened a lot of people's ears up to
Happiness.
different types of music. Yeah,
Man, Pursuit of Happiness got me through some hard times.
yeah. And a lot of people didn't even know how a lot of his happier songs was sad, just had a happy melody to
Had a
him. You know
vibe
what I
to
mean?
it.
So
Yeah, they had a vibe to it.
yeah,
It was definitely.
So,
he was
yeah,
definitely
that
going
gotta
through
be
some
on
drug
there.
demons. He was going through some demons.
Yeah,
man.
for
He
sure.
Was, he was fighting a good fight.
Great songs on there. Some great
Soundtrack
songs
to my
on there.
life.
I gotta have my boy on there.
Ass is the fattest. That's my
Scott
guy,
Nightfall.
man. Oh my God, man. I be low, then I be high. Come on, man. He was all over the place, but he was so fire. All right, swing it back up. We're gonna swing it back around. Keenan, we're gonna go reverse clockwise. Who you got? Second album, Midwest only. Who you got?
Well, I had to go a Kanye West one. Kyle, can you
Okay.
guess what Kanye West one I have?
I'm gonna guess Graduation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's
Kanye.
a fire album.
It's great.
It's
album.
it's always in like the buck of it might not be arguably like what his critically acclaimed best album is, but it's
Right.
my favorite. So I Graduation's my favorite. I mean, you want to talk about hits? It's got hits littered all over the album. The album, it's rapping, production, everything is there on Kanye West Graduation. So that's
Well, sonically, you're gonna always get that from Kanye.
Oh,
It's always
100%.
gonna be pleasing to the ears to listen to, no
Mhm.
matter
Yeah.
what. Even if it's not. Somebody chimed in and said, "My beautiful dark twisted secret, Pete." My beautiful dark twisted nightmare. You mean?
fantasy. Fantasy.
I was like, where's this going,
That
man?
beautiful dark
Yeah,
twisted
man.
fantasy.
It's all right. Autocorrect. It's all
Love
right.
it.
We know what you mean, though.
That is, I was gonna say
Good album.
that's probably his like overall best. But like you could argue others.
Mhm.
Obviously, I mean, College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation. I think The Life of Pablo is underrated. I think a lot of Kanye's
Yeah.
Kanye.
Like Kyle said, I wanted to just throw some different ones on there because I could have easily did all 3 Kanye albums.
Exactly.
Like
We
you
talked
said with
about that
Kendrick.
off screen.
I could have
Yeah.
easily did.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Definitely.
Straight
It
up.
was
I'll have-
boring, man. I want to throw somebody else in there.
My honor. I'm gonna have an honorable mention, and it's going to be a completely random one. Just by the way, I'm just
I
gonna
like
say
it.
it.
I like it. I like it. All right, Cal, give me one.
I just want to say real quick, Ray, it makes sense that you like Travis Scott so much because, like, Cuddy, you can tell Cuddy
Cudi.
definitely had a big influence on Travis Scott.
Oh, the
For
huge
sure.
one.
For sure. For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Second album I'm gonna mention, Alfredo. We want to talk about Gary, Indiana. You can't mention Gary, Indiana without Freddie
Ah.
Gibbs. Alfredo. That's one of my favorite
Dang.
albums. One of my favorite albums of the
I like
2020s.
that
to
pick.
be honest with you. Shouts to Alfredo too. That dropped over the summer. That was great. But if I got to go with one, it's the original Alfredo, produced by Alchemist. Alchemist blacked out on this album. Freddie Gibbs blacked out on this album. Man, it was just like peanut butter and jelly.
Mhm.
So
Peanut
it was
butter
perfect.
jelly
I loved it.
time.
It's a quick listen. It's 10 tracks. You could probably get through it in like 45 minutes. If you haven't heard it, go listen.
If you don't
perfect.
know, you need to.
Yeah.
know.
They
I'm
putting
a
you
big
on to some
Gibbs
good
fan.
music. They putting you on to some good music right there. Make sure y'all check that
Thanks to
out.
Gibbs.
I'm a pinata guy.
True. Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get some slack for this one, but I don't give a damn. I'm going with the Eminem show.
Eminem. I knew it was Eminem.
The Eminem show was fire, bro. Like I'm telling you, like he was really dumping on there. Yeah, it was classic Eminem tracks. It was more of that West Coast type of feel, but he really showed his ability and range on this one. Like but he still kept it Eminem. I'm a huge Eminem advocate. I said it once, I said it twice, I'll say it 3 times. Stand on hill, die on hill type of guy. Eminem is the best rapper ever.
Okay, so best or greatest? Like I'm just like you just
Pick
think
a word. He's number 1.
Okay, we're just not gonna do this. It's gonna take.
Do it.
We're
I'm
just
right
gonna-
here. I'm here for
We're
it.
gonna set it to
here
the
for
side.
it.
We're gonna set it to the
It's gonna be
side.
another hour,
Listen,
man.
We're gonna set it to the side. We'll have a different
We'll have-
conversation
okay.
on another day.
Okay,
I'm gonna
fair
set it to
enough.
the side,
Okay.
but no.
So anyway,
No.
before I was rudely interrupted by somebody saying how ungreat Eminem is. My arch nemesis.
He's,
Keenan. Shout out
he's
Warner Brothers
great.
Podcast.
It's just greatest. We need to calm down.
Ever. Don't forget the
Arguable.
ever.
It's arguable.
Yeah, it's
I'll give
cute.
him that.
The Eminem show. He said it's cute. Puppies are cute, bro. I got one that none of y'all probably listen to. Kid Rock, Cocky.
That is crazy. I was not expecting a Kid Rock mention right here.
Me neither. And I'm
was
not gonna
not-
check it out.
You are
Kid
right.
Rock is
I have
from
never
Detroit. I
listened
forgot
to
about
that.
He
Shout
is
out.
Detroit.
I
Detroit,
forget
born
Kid
and
Rock's from
raised.
Detroit.
I have to remember. I
313.
live at home in the trailer. Right, 8 Mile.
Go ahead, Keenan. Give me your last one.
Oh,
Who you-
okay. Starting
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Chance the Rapper fan. I debated
Hmm.
on which one I wanted. I wanted to go Starline. I wanted to even go maybe 10 Day, maybe Acid Rap, but I ended up leaning on Coloring Book. Chance the Rapper. So very good. Very good album. Probably peak Chance when it comes to when you fame and everything. You could argue that Acid Rap might even be a better project. I might lean Acid Rap for better project.
It
but
is.
I was gonna say I would lean Acid
You
Rap for
said
better.
it is.
I was gonna say I'd probably lean Acid Rap for the better project, but when you're talking about the height of Chance the Rapper as a human being, it was around right after Coloring Book so Coloring Book,
That's
Chance
true.
the Rapper.
People say I like
That
that
3 hat
Chance
was
pick.
one of the most famous hats in the world
I
at
wanted
that
one
point.
so bad,
Facts.
but I
He
couldn't
tried to
get
say,
it.
and,
That's a beautiful album.
On the big day, he tried to say I made the 3 more famous than Steph. He can calm down with that, but you know.
I mean, man, Twist said Acid Rap better, but Coloring Book was the peak Chance.
Yeah, he said the same thing.
Agreed.
Peak.
I absolutely agree.
That's
Absolutely.
when he's at the apex. All right, we're gonna swing it over to Ray. Ray, what you got? You got something a little different for him.
Yeah, I went old school. I'm thinking, one of the best artists ever, man. I went with Stevie Wonder, songs in the Kid Life. He from Saginaw, Michigan. It's an album that me and my father could listen to. It's that good that it made it to my time. It's gonna go beyond me. This dude, man, just kind of how Keenan was saying on Michael Jackson. Ain't really much to talk about. This is an album right there with Thriller, if it's not better. It's that good. It's a double disc. It's like some of the most famous songs ever, all on one album. Is on here.
He got some, he got some
yeah.
good crack on there, man.
Oof.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
Great pick. Great pick.
All right, Kyle, I'm gonna go to you, and I'm gonna share your pick because you took mine, but I'm gonna let you introduce it since you pick. You gonna give it the.
Oh, y'all got the same pick?
Yeah, he picked my album. And when you see it, you gonna understand why, Ray. Go ahead, Kyle.
So this is not actually my favorite
Yeah.
Kanye album. But I feel like it represents the Midwest the most. You want to talk about something that influenced Acid Rap and Coloring Book? You can hear the influence from this album in it. And both of those albums is the College Dropout, Kanye, as John just pulled up. It's just got that soul to it. You always got soul in Kanye projects, but this probably has the most soul to it. It's probably got that Church on Sunday feel the most out of all the Kanye albums. Got some iconic tracks on there, obviously, with Through the Wire, Jesus Walks, All Falls Down. You can't go wrong with it.
Get 'em
When
high.
you go back to it, it's like going back home or going back to college even. You know what I mean? It just brings you back.
Yep.
So one of my favorites.
Last call,
I'm
man.
about to
Come
say
on.
last
We
call.
all love that story at the
He
end.
goes crazy on last
Come
call.
on,
He
man.
goes crazy on last call.
You can't skip that song.
Oh my goodness,
Yep.
Got a couple
man!
old features too.
Spaceship.
Said mayonnaise
Spaceship.
color whip.
Family
Mayonnaise
Business.
color car. I rock Miracle Whips. He said his eyes lit up. He said the rest of the verse was trash, but
He was. There were bars with on both. He went crazy.
he went absolutely insane. I appreciate you, mama. Proud of you too. I appreciate you.
Hey, my boy, yay, man.
All right. That's everything that we had on the docket. We did it in record-breaking time. I didn't argue too much. Keenan was avoiding me a little bit today. We're gonna have another show where we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about some
I
things.
didn't need to be here until
We'll have a
1
post show.
I wanted to give a quick honorable mention on a very, very random album that I very much love. And shout out to Saba for Care for Me. I don't know if anyone's listened, not
Oh
listened
yeah,
to that, but love that album.
Sleeper, man.
Love that
Yes,
album.
man.
It's got a nice chance feature on that, but I think Saba goes out there and kills it. So I'm a
He underrated.
big fan of him, and Care for Me it's concise, but it's a really, really good album.
Is that the one with No ID?
Song No ID or produced by?
Produced by No ID.
Yes.
Okay, that's the one that dropped like last year, right?
Oh wait, so no, not. Oh, sorry, no. That was Care for Me was 2019.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Sorry,
Okay.
no, the one with No ID was from the private collection of Saba, No ID.
Okay.
But yeah, it was around 2019. Song Life, Broken Girls, Calligraphy. Like there's.
Sirens.
Yeah,
Come on,
all
man.
busy. That beat switching. Whew,
Man, come
goes
on,
crazy.
man.
That beat switch goes crazy.
We got an honorable
was
mention
nice.
for my main man Tech Nine, Something Else.
Shouts
Tech
to
Nine
Tech.
is underrated.
That's a different.
I like Tech Nine. I don't know if I could listen to a whole album of Tech Nine, but I like Tech Nine. Tech Nine he's crazy. He
You
reminds
did
me
say
of
he was a.
MF
You did say he was a
Doom.
juggalo though.
At one time, I'm not ashamed to say that I was a juggalo.
There you go.
Oh, that's
So you got
If you don't know what
That
a juggalo is, go look it up.
I haven't listened to much of that album. That's the one I know. Fragile. That's the one with Kendrick. It's a very good song. It's a good Kendrick feature.
All right. We against the wall. We gonna get up out of here. We appreciate everybody for pulling up, showing out. Everybody who stuck around, everybody who dropped something in the comment. As always, I hope you paid attention because there's homework to do. Okay, it's time to do that homework. Warner Brothers Podcast on all platforms. Make sure you like, subscribe, and enjoy with my main man Kyle Keenan. Hit the notification bell. 6:23 a.m. Art Dealer Entertainment across all platforms. Make sure you like, subscribe, and enjoy. Hit that notification on YouTube. And of course, it's the one, it's the only, it's the Hype Real Podcast. We go live every Thursday. We might switch it up, but I appreciate everybody for still pulling up. I don't know, this Friday thing might be the new wave. We don't have to talk about this off air. I don't know. We got a lot of love on a Friday. I'm surprised. I thought most people would be out kicking it, but a lot of people showed up and showed out. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, and enjoy. Hit the notifications so that way when we drop our reels, Warner Brothers Podcast drops their reels, y'all can get it because there's some great content. Anything else from anybody else? What y'all got? Anything before we get out of here?
Many conversations to come.
I'm good.
Most
Appreciate you having me on. Always fun, but many conversations to come in the future.
We're going to make it happen. I'm going to pull up to Warner Brothers Podcast. That's what I'm going to do.
Very soon. Very soon.
Best rapper alive. All right, y'all. Like I always say, either be good or be good at it. Till the next time. This is the next time.